you're really forward thinking. Again, you're inventive. You're always about like the progress. But when I say individualistic, it's not like you're just thinking about yourself. You're actually thinking about the entire group and like generations to come. So very progressive, forward thinking in that sense. You're learning right now how to kind of balance new boundaries, how to balance your energy. You might actually be literally working with your guides right now. Okay, that's what that is. So you're learning how to trust your guidance. So intuitive guidance here, trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies. Okay, so this definitely has to do with you communicating what you're wanting and trusting that as you're either praying or manifesting or repeating affirmations, all of these beautiful practices, that your guides, the universe is listening. Just saw the 8 of Wands underneath. So there's a lot of new communication coming in. Hello, Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquarius. It is time for your reading. You guys tied with Virgo for the extended reads. So grab coffee, tea, matcha, water. And let's begin. How are you guys doing? Again, happy birthday to my Aquarians. Been taking out the trash, releasing that, which doesn't serve us. And we are kind of in a bit of a new chapter. What is today? Today is the 6th day, right? It's January 20th, 2021. So 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today's an 8 day. Wow. Am I doing that right? Today's an 8 day, so today is about taking action. It's January 20th. That's a 3. Plus 2021 was 5. So yeah, it's an 8 day. Cool. I thought it was a 6 day. A little off on my days. Let's see what action we need to be taking then, Aquarius. How can I help the Aquarians that are watching? Hello again, my name is Vanessa. Nice to see you again. If you found your way back to my channel, if this is your first time here, well, I'm an intuitive and I love to do readings for you all. You'll mostly see card readings on this channel, but there are a lot of natal chart readings also on this channel. They're just hidden. That is my favorite way to read for you all. I really love helping people individually to connect to their skills and strengths and talents and sovereignty. I'm all about the sovereignty. I am a badass Aries, so I like to take action, hence my name, if you found me, Queen of Wands, and stars. Stars because, well, I love astrology, and I love the stars. Who doesn't? If you don't, hard left, no worries. There are other readers on this channel, on YouTube. But I'm just getting 3 kind of overall cards for the Aquarians that are watching. Let's see, we've got Law of Attraction, and we have Trustworthy Guidance. And what would be the last card here that wants to come out for the Aquarians that are watching? Thank you. Ooh, 2. Change in direction and play. So a little bit of like, have fun as you're making this new decision, right? You've been calling in a lot through Law of Attraction, and you've been learning that you can not only trust your own intuition, trust your manifestation skills, but that you can trust in the universe to kind of help you shift in this new direction that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, actually. And this can be advice for you, is to play more. I was just thinking that before doing the reading. I was just thinking like, getting out and playing. And I had this visual of going out and playing catch. I never really went out and played catch, but I don't know, it sounds like a lot of fun. Like just to throw a ball back and forth right now. So if that resonates, cool. Hey, we're on the same page. But let's see what else we are working with here for the Aquarians. So law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. Pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Cool. So you guys are definitely playing more with the universal laws, playing more with the idea that you can create or co-create your reality. That you don't necessarily have to go along with the status quo. And hi, Aquarius, you are not about that. You're very forward thinking. You're very much individualists. You individualists in the sense that you like your individuality, you like your uniqueness, and your you know, you guys are really cool. You're really interesting. You're really forward thinking. Again, you're inventive. You're always about like the progress. But when I say individualistic, it's not like you're just thinking about yourself. You're actually thinking about the entire group and like generations to come. So very progressive, forward thinking in that sense. You're learning right now how to kind of balance new boundaries, how to balance your energy. You might actually be literally working with your guides right now. Okay, that's what that is. So you're learning how to trust your guidance. So intuitive guidance here, trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies. Okay, so this definitely has to do with you communicating what you're wanting and trusting that as you're either praying or manifesting or repeating affirmations, all of these beautiful practices, that your guides, the universe is listening. Just saw the 8 of Wands underneath. So there's a lot of new communication coming in, and it's helping you on this new direction. I'm feeling like you already have been seeing this new direction coming for a long time, and you're in a position now where you're ready to take it. So yeah, Aquarius, because I saw the Temperance cards, that's what they say. You're working with your guides. No, you're doing great stuff, right? Wheel of Fortune there. Things moving forward. Celebration, a lot more play. All right, so what are we doing here? What is the best message that I can share for the Aquarians that are watching? Thank you for letting this message be clear and understandable. And let's just have some fun. We need to play a bit more. I think Aquarius likes to play. As long as you feel like you're allowed to, right? 'Cause sometimes that's Leo's job, and Leo's the opposite. So we have the Temperance card in reverse. That flew really, really, really far away. So you're definitely getting, you're releasing a cold person. You're like, get out of here. Okay, so the present moment, you are literally like maybe just completely detached from an emotional situation, from a person maybe. Yeah, just something that you don't want to work on any longer because it's hopeless. And so you're supposed to remember that this is kind of not this old path that you're releasing. You've tried to make it work. Maybe you thought you were seeing the truth, but maybe you're coming to find that this individual wasn't really speaking their truth, wasn't super high integrity, even could be mean. So you're making a decision to follow your heart. You're closing things off. You're definitely learning how to create boundaries for yourself, Aquarius, so that you can move forward into this new, really prosperous pathway that, yeah, you've been seeing coming for a long time. It's not that it's entirely brand new. You've already had an inkling of the direction that you want to go in, because it's going to bring a lot more fun and play into your life, basically. So just kind of an overall card here for the Aquarians. My energy is like good, but kind of tired right now, a little lackluster. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, you've been doing a lot of work, actually, and you feel strong and proud of yourself, and you know that you're heading into this really amazing new direction that's super prosperous. Ace of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles. But there is a little bit of a, like, still of like a weight in the environment. A person that doesn't want to let it go entirely, that being kind of cruel. Maybe you've had to shut them off completely, right? Like she flew across the room, upside down. Like, flew. And this is an air sign card. So for some of you, it could be that you're literally like releasing like a Libra or a Gemini or a different Aquarius. There could just be this element of you wanting to fly the coop, leave this situation behind. I'm getting mostly a job direction, but there's some love involved here too, but it's mostly around like what you're wanting to give to the world, what you're wanting to produce in the world, what you're wanting to share in the world. And it looks good, like you making the decision to step out towards your Queen of Pentacles-ness. Like you're getting a lot more grounded. Trustworthy Guidance. Whatever you've been doing in meditation, channeling to your guides, synchronicities and signs that you're seeing out and about, these things are helping you to ground into this like new identity of yourself. New identity of yourself. This new way of thinking about yourself. This new identity. What else? So I've been using my Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this is the Sun and Moon Tarot by Vanessa Decaux. Alright, you can help me to see into this situation, please. What is the Temperance card in reverse here in the past? You've been learning how to heal yourself. You've been learning how to establish boundaries. In the past, you weren't establishing boundaries like super well. But now you see the truth of the matter, and this is about stepping away from a once like romantic partnership. You're stepping away from it. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands in reverse, please. Yeah, there's a victory, the Six of Wands. So you've successfully kind of shut off this person. That doesn't sound like you've created boundaries. It sounds like you've cut them off. Yeah, there's no more movement forward, Chariot in reverse, going forward. And here's the Temperance card upright, coming forward. So this is a really big lesson. Like at first, okay, so you tried to establish boundaries, Aquarius. You tried to establish boundaries with this person, this partnership, that there was a lot of emotional rapport there. It could be a friendship, could be a love relationship. And now you've recognized that you see the truth that no matter how you tried to like give and take with this person, it wasn't going to work out. And so you've been successful in completely just kind of separating yourself from this person, cutting them off. You've cut them off. Maybe you cut cords. If you did a cord cutting ceremony recently, awesome. I've been doing them recently. I'm going to need to do it again. It's one of those things that you can do it multiple times, even with same people. Because sometimes when we cut cords to someone, that cord, if it's feeling like it's draining you, which is what I've been feeling, This definitely also has to do with the air element sign that I put up the other day. But yeah, it just feels kind of like you've had enough. You're severing ties. You have made sure that they're far away. So whether you've left, it looks like they've kind of been kicked out. And going forward, there is no movement forward with this, because you're seeing the whole situation. You're seeing that this wasn't going to work. There wasn't going to be a collaboration here, really, even though you wanted there to be. You wanted there to be this give and take, this reciprocity, this Two of Cups. But you see the truth of it, this Ace of Swords here, and you successfully cut cords. You cut ties. So moving forward, there is no movement forward in working together. Nah, you're not going to be doing this any longer. And that is what's helping you heal, and also teaching you how to establish boundaries in a more proper way. So that's not meant to like make you feel bad, or if you feel kind of bad about how things went and you would have liked them to have gone smoother, you kind of had to go through this situation to recognize that or learn that, right? So don't be hard on yourself. You're actually moving forward. You are you're taking a new path, and you have a lot more wisdom now. You have a lot more integrity now. You have a lot more guidance that you can trust. Really, really trusting the guidance here. So the advice for you in this this kind of hopeless situation is not to feel like you need to continue to go through this battle anymore. You don't need to continue to fight with this person or defend your opinion. Really, like, it's all about you putting in the work on yourself right now and the future. So spending a lot of time literally maybe at work, spending time with your craft, with your skill sets, because when you tried to share them with this individual, it didn't work. For whatever reason, it didn't work. There was a truth that you found, and that it wasn't an equal give and take. So now you are spending a lot of time literally just like working. It looks like that brings you joy, and that's great. And this is leading you again to the Ace of Pentacles, but with the Fool in reverse, which is why I was saying it's not something entirely new. This new direction that involves a lot of play for you. And while you are calling in this new direction, play more. But you're coming into this new direction, and man, these cards are getting real old and tattered, and I just like did more things. There's a bit of a fragility, frigid, fragile, frigid. So this lady, she's frigid, and you're a little bit fragile right now. That's fine. Your heart feels fragile, but your mind might feel a little fragile. Yeah, see, he's got the bandage around his head. It's like your mindset has been challenged in a way, like your own belief in your guidance, your intuition, your path, the direction that you're now deciding to move into. This isn't a new path, right? Fool in reverse. But it's leading you to a super, oh, come on. But it's leading you to a super, super prosperous new beginning that does take you to this Ten of Pentacles. Oh, what is happening? So it's a bit awkward, right? You're using maybe a different hand. You're using different side of thinking. That was all with my left hand. It was a little awkward there. So you could be coming into more of the intuitive side of your nature, or you're coming into a more practical side. Maybe you're like me, who's super intuitive, and what's really important to me right now is being here with you guys and doing this work, and also creating the work around the courses that I'm creating. And when I'm not in this mode, when I'm not in this Eight of Pentacles mode, I'm kind of frustrated. I'm not as nice right now. And that's That's because I have a big vision. I have got a clear vision of where I'm going. I just feel like I can speak to this right now and really share. So take this all with a grain of salt, you know. If this isn't what's happening for you at this time, it's not what's happening for you at this time, Aquarius. That being said, if going into your craft and your work and your vision for this beautiful big future, this is new for you, if that brings you a lot of joy and that allows you to be in this more of a healing mode of temperament, like seeing what little things need to change. Okay, a little bit less of that. I need to do a little bit more of that. I could do this in a slightly different way. I wonder if if I did this, how that would affect XYZ, right? So if that's bringing you joy, be in it. The world right now needs people to be in a joyful, empowered state. Am I right? So in the environment, you know, it looks like, wait, what? Looks like you've already made the decision. And so this other person's closed off to it. They're doing some soul searching. This is affecting choices of other people as well, which could have been part of why you were trying to make it work in the past, and probably this person was not working with you. They were a little bit too demanding, and they're still having a hard time shifting, and so you're just accepting it for what it is. And knowing that you hopefully affected this person in a positive way, sending them love and light, you know, hope the decisions that you now have to make go well for you, because you're not wishing ill upon anyone. Looks like you tried, Aquarius, and yeah, you put your foot down. This is definitely going along with the air element reading from the other day, so check that out. There are other people around you that are now having to make their own decisions in their own highest integrity. They actually are seeing the truth of this situation, and it's helping this other person to really step away from being in the Queen of Swords in reverse energy, like not very kind, not really truthful, probably a hypocrite. And they're actually beginning to see themselves in a new way through this experience, and they're able to now really start like stepping into their integrity because of this. So you're really, even though you've kind of like cut them off, you know, you've really like followed your intuition here, knowing that you have choices and you have the world in your hands. You really can decide whatever you want. There's decisions that are being made all across the board. But it starts with you following your guidance, following your intuition, following source, you know, praying, meditating, watching for the signs and syncs, all of these things. It's a very inward journey. And you're doing it so that you can move forward, right? And you are moving forward, but there's the Five of Wands and the Prince of Cups in reverse. So there's still going to be a bit of like competitive competition, competitive mindset. This person's like, no, you can't leave me. Not really like bringing in this loving relationship, because this is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's look at this Ten of Pentacles. Tell me a little bit more about this Ten of Pentacles, please. This is absolutely a continuation of the air element reading. Yeah, you are eventually going to be just cutting off communication with this person. If they come back in and try and like fight with you, or try to like guilt you into like loving them, like, oh, please give me one more chance, I've learned. It's literally the same reading. There's some differences, but okay, so let's look into where Aquarius is going now. I'm not so much interested in this other individual anymore, because you've already made up your mind. And we don't need to keep talking about this other person. Ugh. I'm just annoyed for you. But you're doing the right thing. It's like you can kind of just keep your mouth shut. You've said what you need to say. You don't have to say anything else. Wandering around, protected by angels. So as you're choosing this new direction, as you're looking at the options here, this map. You're planning. So as you're making this choice to go in this new direction, you're protected. I forgot what card it was. I'm so glad I reopened to exactly the same place. You're super protected right now. You can trust in this guidance. You can trust in your own intuition. You can trust that you are being led by your angels and guides. You can trust the stars to navigate you in the dark. You're moving into an unknown that really excites you because it's not an unknown, it's you co-creating what you want your life to look like. So it is unknown because you haven't experienced it, but you've been working towards this for quite a while. So moving forward, what can I share with Aquarians? Give them some help as they're really turning to their own inner authority, their own wise leader. Protected by angels again. If you were affected by other people or another person, you aren't anymore. You've moved into this sovereignty. It's really cool. Let's just get one card from this deck, please. One card as they're moving forward. This is the Sacred Traveler deck. Okay, I'm gonna do it my old school pick way. Ooh, you. Unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. You are exactly where you need to be. And you're kind of like exploring out in the cold. You've got your jacket on, you've got your walking stick. There's an owl there showing you the way. There's a lot of wisdom. You've called this in already. You already know what this vision is for your life, Aquarius. It was just that you were kind of stuck in some contracts with either another person or some individuals, probably just like one main other person. But as you're choosing now to move forward into this new direction, it's going to bring a lot of joy into your life and prosperity and really like this Ten of Pentacles. This is what this is all about. This is what you're calling in. So what is this really big ideal of your life? Because you're on track to get there. And the sun just moved into Aquarius today, and Jupiter is in Aquarius, which makes me really happy because my natal Jupiter is in Aquarius too. And Jupiter is just all about expansion, good luck. Let me just see what's going on here. So yeah, yesterday the sun moved into Aquarius. Today we do have that Mars and Uranus conjunction. A lot of people are talking about this like it's a really, really big deal. Hi, we've already had Mars conjunct Uranus twice in the past like 6 months, with Mars going retrograde and back and forth and whatnot. So I don't know why everyone's freaking out about it. Really, for you guys, because Uranus is one of your rulers, Aquarius. This is like you getting the green light, and with this being an 8 day, this is about action. Like you're taking action towards this dream, and surprises could come up. Uranus and Mars does not have to mean that it's negative or like devastating. It can be that if it's out of alignment, if these shadow sides are coming up, right? This other person might come and like bark at you, but it doesn't have to be that it's something negative. Uranus is all about surprise and new and shaking it up, and Aquarius loves that. So we're moving into this, you know, the age of Aquarius. Take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, you're in the right place right now. Even though you're moving into an unknown, you have the vision of it. So sit in meditation and work with your guides. Ask them to help you, ask them to protect you, and have fun, like play into this new pathway. Skip a little bit if you can. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. I'm like, if you're like me and that's what's bringing you joy, do it. You know, so see if you can also get an element of fun and joy outside of just focusing on work, because there is a thing with law of attraction of like putting too much attention on something and actually like keeping it farther away because you're putting so much attention on it. You can also kind of like set it and forget it. That came out. It's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Okay? So have some fun. Make sure you're having fun in the visions and the work that you're doing towards this Ten of Pentacles and this new, beautiful life. Yeah, and trust yourself. You're doing great. Nice to read for you, Aquarius. I hope that helps. Please share, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.